I'm tired, boss.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the movie characters who were too good or survived too much to be taken out so tragically. We'll be excluding animated movies and animals from this list, as both deserve their own recognition. And if it weren't obvious already, beware of major spoilers ahead.
Long live the king.
Number 20, Yandu Udonta, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This Marvel trilogy sure knows how to redeem the universe's most misunderstood beings, and Yondu might be the most notable example. A fearsome ravager who kidnapped Peter Quill as a child, Yondu doesn't exactly make the greatest first impression on audiences.
When I picked you up as a kid, these boys wanted to eat you. They ain't never tasted Terran before.
But Volume 2 provides some unexpected depth to this contentious relationship, revealing that Yondu's decision to raise Peter actually protected him from his genocidal father, Ego. That devotion runs deep enough for him to sacrifice his life as Ego's planet explodes.
I'm sorry I didn't do none of it right. I'm damn lucky you, my boy.
Flying into space with only one air supply, Yandu willingly surrenders to the endless void so that Quill can go on. It's a devastating blow for the Guardians leader, who only realizes what he meant to Yandu in time to begin mourning him.
No! No! Oh, no!
Number 19, Cassie Thomas, Promising Young Woman. This Oscar-winning film provides new meaning to the phrase "revenge is a dish best served cold." Cassie lost her friend Nina after the latter was assaulted, making it her mission to confront the man responsible and those who vouch for him.
So what do I,
Get on the bed.
Okay.
Her unconventional vigilantism on top of Carey Mulligan's provocative performance makes Cassie an easy character to root for. So our jaws were on the floor when her plan seemingly failed after her target, Al Monroe, suffocated her.
Just stop moving! Just move up, please!
But Promising Young Woman is a movie as unpredictable as its lead character, who thankfully has a backup plan to ensure that Al gets what's coming to him. Even so, it's fair to say that justice could have been much sweeter had Cassie lived to see it served.
Please. I cannot begin to tell you how much I've thought about it.
Number 18, Spock, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Thanks to production leaks and test screening publicity, this was a death many Trekkies were expecting, but one that still broke millions of hearts.
Ship. Out of danger.
Yes.
Don't grieve, Admiral. Just logical.
While the Enterprise ultimately defeats the titular villain, Khan manages to activate his Genesis device before his own demise. Acting quickly, the level-headed Spock makes the logical yet selfless decision to repair the ship's warp drive, allowing it to escape the impeding explosion. In the process, however, he leaves himself vulnerable to lethal radiation.
The needs of the many outweigh
The needs of the few.
or the one.
The science officer's final moments with Captain Kirk are nothing short of agonizing for anyone who's witnessed the adventures of these two friends. But Spock's honor gives the crew members a reason to journey on, making the emotional weight of his actions that much more significant.
Live long and prosper.
Number 17, Private Janette Vasquez, Aliens. It's safe to say death hangs heavy over this entire franchise, but Aliens packs an especially big wallop thanks to the strong dynamic of the Marines sent to combat the colony of xenomorphs.
I'll go this side.
You do that, man.
Bidding adieu to Bill Paxton's comedically panicked Hudson was tough enough, but the real kicker was Private Vasquez's farewell a few moments later.
Vasquez! Go!
Arguably the most capable member of the unit, Vasquez eventually finds herself cornered in an air duct alongside a feeble Lieutenant Gorman.
You always were an asshole, Gorman.
Knowing that a worse fate awaits them otherwise, Vasquez and Gorman choose to go out together by setting off a grenade. It's a noble end for a noble character, as Vasquez not only went down fighting, but gave her comrades the chance they needed to escape. Number 16, Johnny Cade, The Outsiders. If any character in this coming-of-age staple deserved a happier ending, it was Johnny Cade. Mistreated by his family, Johnny takes what little comfort he can find in his fellow greasers.
Man, that was a tough car, huh? Mustangs, they're tough.
But when Johnny and Ponyboy are forced to go on the run after a gang fight turns fatal, the former spends the remainder of the story atoning for his sins. Luckily, Johnny is able to see the light after saving a group of kids from a fire. Though critically injured in the rescue, he ultimately learns that there's more to life than violence and encourages Ponyboy to stay gold. It's hard-earned wisdom well beyond his years, and it's more than bittersweet knowing that Johnny didn't have enough time to put that wisdom into practice.
Stay gold, Ponyboy. Stay gold.
Number 15, Radio Raheem, Do the Right Thing. On the hottest day of summer, things reach a boiling point on a street in Brooklyn. Spike Lee's 1989 classic boldly confronts racial tensions through the lens of a predominantly black neighborhood and the Italian pizzeria they patronize.
Sal, we're gonna boycott your fat pasta ass. You're gonna boycott me?
The unease surrounding the restaurant's lack of representation on its wall of fame spills over when a fight breaks out between the owner Sal and Radio Raheem. The police arrive shortly thereafter, and one officer's overt aggression results in Raheem's untimely death. The grisly and avoidable nature of the act makes Raheem's loss even more poignant today than it was then. It's an all too real portrayal of how unforgiving the world can be, as even those with the purest intentions can meet the most awful fates.
They killed him. They killed Radio Raheem!
Number 14, M, Skyfall. Coinciding with the 50th anniversary of cinema's most iconic spy, Skyfall is a fitting exploration of the past catching up with the present. In one of his most personal missions, James Bond is out to stop ex-MI6 agent Raul Silva from carrying out a revenge plot against their cunning boss M.
Well, I'm not hiding in there, if that's your brilliant plan.
We're changing vehicles. Trouble with company cars is they have trackers.
In the process, Skyfall throws in a multitude of surprises for longtime viewers, but the biggest one comes in the explosive climax, where M is shot by Silva.
You're hurt. You're hurt.
Judi Dench's tenure with the Bond franchise lasted nearly 2 decades, so it was certifiably upsetting to finally see her go, especially considering M's fearlessness in the face of danger. She may take her death in stride, but we definitely don't, and neither does Bond.
I suppose it's too late to make a run for it.
Well, I'm game if you are.
Number 13, T-800, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Perhaps the most unexpected improvement in its sci-fi sequel was its more humane portrayal of the titular robot.
Come with me if you want to live.
Reprogrammed to better the Resistance, the Terminator becomes a loyal ally and friend to John and Sarah Connor as he protects them from the malevolent T-1000. The T-800 learns his fair share about humanity's worth in the process, culminating in an ending we're still getting choked up about.
I know now why you cry. But it's something I can never do.
Knowing that his existence threatens the future, the T-800 willingly lowers himself into a vat of molten steel to prevent the creation of Skynet. Between Sarah's newfound respect, John's tearful protestations, and the cyborg's accepting thumbs up, this moment incites a wide variety of reactions. Despite the franchise's longevity, it's still a deeply felt sequence to this day. Number 12, Jyn Erso and Cassian Andor, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Rebellions may be built on hope, but that doesn't stop the Star Wars franchise from traversing tragic and dark territory in pursuit of it. Look no further than the scrappy rebels of Rogue One if you need proof.
All I want to do right now is get a handle on what we're up against. So we're gonna go very small and very careful up the rise and see what's what.
Led by the tenacious Jyn Erso and Cassian Andor, they all know their plan to steal the Death Star plans is one they're unlikely to survive, but that doesn't stop them from trying.
My father made a choice. He sacrificed himself for the rebellion. He's rigged a trap inside it. That's why he sent you, to bring that message.
It's a gut punch of an ending as each team member dies one by one, culminating in Jyn and Cassian's sobering final moments as they await the Death Star's destruction of Scarif.
Your father would have been proud of you, Jyn.
But whether they know it or not, their actions ultimately seal the Empire's fate, reminding us that some sacrifices, however sad, are still necessary. Number 11, Captain John H. Miller, Saving Private Ryan. The unflinching perspective Saving Private Ryan brings to World War II means its portrayal of death is about as morose as it gets.
Oh my God, my brothers are dead. I want to take a picture when we go home.
Captain Miller's squadron experienced horrific fates in their mission to bring home the titular Private Ryan, but it's the captain himself whose death hits hardest. Assisting Ryan in defending a bridge during the film's finale, Miller is shot by a German POW that his men reluctantly released earlier in the film. On top of its tragic irony, what makes Miller's final moments so egregious is that he survived incredible odds only to go down in a quick and uncaring manner.
Hang in there, Captain.
His final words to Ryan are stirring in their simplicity, leaving the homebound soldier in us eternally inspired by his choices.
Earn this. Earn it.
Number 10, Queen Ramonda, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. MCU fans were well prepared for this Black Panther sequel to swing for the emotional fences. But in one of the franchise's more startling sequences, Wakanda's fragile royal family is hit with a loss that not even we saw coming.
Go, John. Wait, what? And leave you here? Run!
Under attack by King Namor of Talokan, Queen Ramonda finds herself trapped in the flooded throne room with Riri Williams, the scientist Namor intends to kill. Ever the virtuous ruler, Ramonda manages to save Riri from the destruction, but her impeccable morals extract a heavy toll. By the time Shuri and the Dora Milaje come to her aid, Ramonda is already beyond saving. Letitia Wright's devastating performance sells every bit of Shuri's loss and loneliness, as she's now left to reckon with yet another tragedy.
Mama!
Number 9, Sirius Black, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. The only person dealt a tougher hand than Harry Potter himself was his godfather Sirius. Estranged from his intolerant family and imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit, Sirius remains by Harry's side long after escaping from Azkaban.
I'm not ready for this, Sirius.
You don't have a choice.
That's what makes his sudden demise in the climax of Order of the Phoenix so unjust. Hit with the killing curse by Bellatrix Lestrange, Sirius' passing is magic in its cruelest form.
You've done beautifully. Now let me take it from here.
One moment he's there, and the next he isn't. It's hard not to feel just as confused, distraught, and helpless as the boy who lived when yet another family member gives their life to protect him. To make matters worse, future installments would also see Dumbledore and Dobby make similar sacrifices to equally tragic results. Number 8, Apollo Creed, Rocky IV. For as unhinged as the Rocky franchise became in later installments, the boxing sequences still managed to pack a visceral punch from time to time.
Come on, get your hands up, man. You need an interpreter? It's time to go to school.
You will lose.
Case in point, few went into Rocky IV expecting to see the charismatic Apollo Creed go down for good. Outmatched by Soviet extraordinaire Ivan Drago, there's no way out for the former heavyweight champ. But Apollo is too overwhelmed by his pride to have Rocky throw in the towel on his behalf.
You can't do no more out there. I'm here to fight. He's killing you. I gotta stop this thing. I'm here to fight, promise me. You're not gonna stop this fight.
The protagonist honors the request, but at the cost of his enemy-turned-mentor's life. As Apollo lay motionless in the ring and Drago shows no remorse, the otherwise goofy Rocky IV takes a hard right turn with the loss of a character audiences had just grown to appreciate. Number 7, Lieutenant Nick Goose Bradshaw, Top Gun. Here's a moment that shook our nerves and rattled our brains. This iconic 80s actioneer gave us a wingman for the ages in Goose Bradshaw.
We're gonna have a good time. Always.
As Maverick's backseater and best friend, Goose keeps the rebellious pilot's feet on the ground while simultaneously encouraging his antics. On top of that, he's also a devoted family man. Unfortunately, his life is just too good to last. During a fateful exercise, the duo are forced to eject after the plane flames out.
Head forward, Goose!
I can't reach the ejection handle!
While Maverick parachutes to safety, Goose fatally collides with the jet's canopy. Our disbelief is as palatable as Maverick's guilt, and the fact that this incident carries further weight in the film sequel just goes to show that not even time can heal all wounds.
Captain Mitchell was cleared of any wrongdoing. Goose's death was an accident.
Is that how you see it, Captain? Is that how Goose's son sees it?
Number 6, Shosanna Dreyfus, Inglourious Bastards. Sometimes revenge is cold, but here it's red hot. In Quentin Tarantino's revisionist take on World War II, Shosanna Dreyfus is a Jewish cinema owner quietly plotting vengeance against the Nazi commander after losing her entire family.
Je vais détruire par le feu le cinéma à la soirée nazie.
An archetypal Tarantino heroine, she's sympathetic, highly observant, and above all, a badass. It's oh so gratifying when her plan to take out the Third Reich succeeds in fiery fashion, but she's ultimately unable to see the full realization of her brilliant scheme. Mere moments before her theater is set ablaze, she's taken out by longtime admirer Frederick Zoller. It definitely caps the film off on a less than happy note, but Shosanna's bravery and pride in a cause greater than herself leaves us glad we got to know her. Number 5, Jack Dawson, Titanic. Part of what makes this character's departure so gut-wrenching is his passion for life. Jack Dawson doesn't have a penny to his name, but his artistry, sense of humor, and worldliness makes him immediately endearing.
Where to, miss?
To the stars.
His whirlwind romance with Rose is certifiably swoon-worthy, but the Titanic's fate had tragic plans for their time together. As the two fight for their lives in the icy waters of the North Atlantic, Jack helps Rose take refuge on top of a floating panel.
Be right now. Be right now.
Regardless of whether or not there was room for both of them, it's an unquestionable act of love on his part. But this only makes things harder to stomach when help arrives, with Rose left helpless as Jack is lost to the ocean.
Promise me now, Rose. And never let go of that promise. I promise.
Number 4, Boromir, the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. The line between good and evil is clearly drawn in this epic trilogy, but Boromir is one of the few characters to flirt with it.
It is a strange fate that we should suffer so much fear and doubt, and for so small a thing. Such a little thing.
His arrogance and lust for power leaves us unsure if we can trust him after he joins the Fellowship's journey to Mordor. And our suspicions are seemingly confirmed after he tries to steal the One Ring from Frodo. However, his regret is immediate and palpable, and he more than redeems himself by defending Merry and Pippin from an onslaught of Uruk-hai. Even after being hit with arrows, Boromir heroically continues to stand up for his newfound friends. His demise is as dramatic as the metamorphosis he undergoes beforehand, and we're left to wonder what more he was capable of.
I have failed you all. No, Boromir. You fought bravely. You have kept your honor.
Number 3, Guido Orefice, Life is Beautiful. In addition to its heartbreaking portrayal of the Holocaust, Life is Beautiful is also one of the most moving depictions of parenthood ever put to film.
Ma quanti punti abbiamo fatto oggi?
Oggi io 50. Vabbè, 48. Mi hanno levato 2 punti perché sono inciampato mentre giocavo a campana, no? Sono inciampato. Vabbè.
Writer-director Roberto Benigni also headlines his Italian dramedy as Guido, a Jewish man who convinces his son Josue that their time in a concentration camp is all an elaborate game. Absolutely nothing shakes his resolve, not even the reality of his impending execution.
Andiamo! Veloce come un razzo, vieni! 1, 2, 3, vai, andiamo!
As Guido is led away by German soldiers, he maintains the facade long enough for Josue to remain unaware of the atrocities. Life is Beautiful honors Guido's efforts by sparing us the horror of his final moment. But the lengths he's willing to go to protect his son only makes his loss sting that much more.
Get up!
Number 2, Logan/Wolverine, Logan. Perhaps it was fitting for an older, more hardened take on Wolverine to scar us in ways we could have never imagined. Logan sees the titular character protecting his daughter Laura from the mutant hunting Reavers while also reckoning with his own mortality.
You've got to check yourself into a hospital. Find out what it is.
I know what it is.
With his adamantium skeleton slowly poisoning him, Logan finds the energy for a climactic rampage through the forest, but can't compete with X-24, his unhinged clone. Left to succumb to his wounds after a tense battle, Logan's parting advice to Laura are earth-shattering to the least, especially for longtime fans.
Don't be what they made you.
Future appearances be damned. It's a testament to Hugh Jackman's commitment that his last stand as Logan hurt this much. After 17 years, a beloved character was gone, but a legacy was solidified.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. John Coffey, the Green Mile. In a sinister world, kindness can arrive in the most unexpected form. That's what the mystical John Coffey embodies throughout this Stephen King adaptation.
What did you just do to me?
I helped it.
Stranded on death row for a crime he didn't commit, John's miraculous healing abilities earn the fascination of the guards, especially Paul Edgecombe. It's a magical circumstance that leads to a magical kinship, but one that's destined to end tragically. Paul comes to believe in John's innocence, but is unable to prevent his execution, leading to what has to be one of the saddest endings in movie history.
Be all right, fellas.
The movie's thought-provoking fantasy is stripped away in favor of cruel reality. And while John accepts his fate, we're left begging through the screen for Paul not to go through with it. Is there a movie character you wish had made it out alive? Make us cry in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more WatchMojo videos.
Jack. Jack!